In this lesson titled Goal Seek, we're in Workbook Lesson 13, Analyze Data, and we're on Worksheet tab, Goal Seek. Goal Seek determines input values needed to achieve a certain goal. You use Goal Seek when you don't have an exact value to use, but you do have a specific goal that you want to reach. And let's talk about a few of the examples and ways that we can use Goal Seek. I'm zoomed in right now to 150% on our Goal Seek worksheet. And we see in the top left corner, I have a list of term quizzes. We have 7 quizzes here, and then we have this final grade. And the final grade so far is 89. But I need at least a 90 to get an A in the class. And we haven't taken quiz number 7 yet. I'm just going to click here to see how we're calculating this 89. And if you look up here in the formula bar, you'll see that I'm using the average function and I'm getting the average of all the numbers above it. I'm just going to double click here so that we can really see this in this edit mode. And you can see that it's taking all of these numbers and it's averaging them to get this current number. Now, average works by only adding up the numbers that are there and averaging them by how many numbers there are. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 here is blank. It's actually taking these 6 numbers and dividing it by 6 to get the answer. I'm going to hit escape on my keyboard to get out of this. So if I put another number in here, then average will then divide by 7 numbers. So here is how we're going to use Goal Seek. We want Goal Seek to tell us what does quiz number 7 need to be so they can at least get to 90. So my goal is 90. And here's the variable that I just don't know what it needs to be. What's the minimum to get to 90? Well, that's where Goal Seek comes in. So we're going to go over here to our Data tab, and then we're going over to our Forecast group and to What If Analysis. Now, What If Analysis has several choices, and we're going to use Goal Seek right here in the middle. So all we have to do is just click Goal Seek, and a dialog box opens. I'm going to move it here a little closer. The Goal Seek dialog box is just asking 3 simple questions. First, it says, where is that goal that we're going to change? It's the set cell, and here it says B9, so it's already been selected for us, B9, and if that was different I could just select a different cell, but I'm going to keep it here, B9. Now we want to change B9 to what value? Well, we want that to be 90, and by changing what cell, in other words, what cells can I change to meet this goal? And there's just one because we already have all these other numbers. So I just want this one right here. I'm just going to click right in here, select it, and then click right here to get it. And it's going to put in B8. And now all I have to do is say OK and let it calculate away. It's making some calculations. And it comes up with 99. So quiz number 7 will have to be 99 for all of these to average up to 90. So I'm pretty much going to have to ace quiz number 7 if I want to get at least an A in that course. So Goal Seek is pretty simple, and this example is when you're kind of filling in a blank that you need. Let's try Goal Seek now with something like we have down here, this car loan. And the car loan has a formula right here. I'm going to just double click so we can see the formula. This is the payment formula, and basically it just wants to know the rate, and the rate is a percentage, but not just a percentage, it's also how many times a year are you going to use this rate. So it's our percentage here, B13 right here, which is 1.5%, divided by 12 because it's going to be used monthly, so we divide by 12, comma, and then we see in red here we want to know the term. It's going to be 36 of whatever the rate is, so 36 months. So that's 3 years, or 36 months. And then it wants to know what's our principal, or what's the amount we are going to have to pay. And that is normally expressed as a negative number, but if you make it a negative number here, it'll make it a positive number. So sometimes we just like to see that as a positive number. So I'll hit escape and let's take a look at this a little closer. So we can see my rate is 1.5%. I'm going to have to pay it 36 times. So, and that's 36 months. That's 3 years. And the amount I want for this car loan, I want $18,000. So right now it's calculating with these three numbers that I need $512 every month I'll need to pay. But I just started thinking, what if I decided I actually can only afford a payment of about $450 a month? How can I change that? How can I get that number to be $450? Well, all I have to do is select it. I'm going to go up to What If Analysis, choose Goal Seek, and here's our dialog box. The first thing it tells us is the set cell. Well, that's here. That's what we want to change. The value we want that to be is now 450. And what do we want to change? Well, I can't really change my rate. I shopped around. That is the cheapest rate, 1.5. I don't want to really change my terms. I really want to do it in 3 years and not much longer than that. But the principal, maybe I just won't be able to get as much, right? So I'm going to go ahead here and put in the address for the principal and say OK. And it does a very quick calculation and says, if I can only afford $450 payments a month over 36 months, then the most I can do is $15,831. So I'm going to have to look for a car that fits into that price range. Let's just do one more analysis with GoalSeek. Here we show some employees, what their salary is, and what their new salary is because of the salary increase they're getting at 2.1% increase. In fact, these new salaries have already been calculated with 2.1% increase. Let's just click on one of them. Let's double click, and we can see that it's this number times our 2.1%, and then we add back the salary again so that we get the new total. And if I hit escape to get out of here and then double click another one, you can see same thing here. It's taking this times our percentage and then plus our salary again to get the new total. So I'm going to hit escape to get out of here. So in our scenario, we add up all the salaries and decide that we can afford a little bit more, let's say. So how could we add all these up quickly? Well, I can come over here and I could use AutoSum. So I'm going to go to my Home tab and then all the way over here to the right top, AutoSum. And AutoSum says, do you want me to add this up? No, I want you to add up all of F. So I'm just going to click on F and it gives me all of F and then just enter to accept. So here we are, $38 million is the total for all of these. Well, what if we decided that we could actually afford 39 million even? And that's our new goal, and we're willing to change, our salary increase percentage because we can actually afford 39 million for salaries this year. So, very simple. I just select where we're going to change our goal, go to our Data tab, and under What If Analysis, GoalSeek. And I'm going to move our dialog box a little closer. So this is the cell H2 where we've got our goal. What do I want that new goal to be? I want it to be 39 million. So I just type 39 million. And what cell are we willing to change? Well, I just click here to select it first. Right here, we're willing to change this percentage and say OK. And we find out that we can times them all by 2.99%. I'm going to just click on this percentage here, say OK, and click on this percentage to see really it's 2.991 and a bunch of other numbers, but it's pretty darn close to 2.99. So GoalSeek, very powerful. A lot of times people will be trying to solve problems, and really GoalSeek is the answer. You already have the formula, let's say, like we do in our car loan, and you just kind of want to do some what-if analysis. You could just decide which one of these you want to change to be the new goal and which one you're willing to change to get to that goal, and GoalSeek will work it out for you.